All right, welcome back to the channel. As you know from the title, we're out on the black Carve version 2 on 115mm rubber wheel that it came on, 45T pulleys. We're going on a distance ride. I weigh 210 pounds still, and I'm riding in a place that's riddled with hills. If you want more information about distance rides that I do, go to my previous one of the black Carve 2 on Clyde wheel and I give more information. All right, so let's get into this. So the first couple minutes of the video I'm going to be geared towards my subscribers that watch all my videos. They comment on all my videos. You know who you are. They're like 20 or 30 of you guys. It's hard to keep up sometimes, but the beginning part for you, I have like 4 updates for you. So let's get into that real quick. So the first update, I wanted to talk about the helmet that a couple people have asked me about. It's a One Storm helmet. It looks really cool, has a reflective visor, I'm sure. You know what? Here's a picture. So this isn't a helmet that I found. I actually, Ty&C, shout out to you. I think I owe you one. I don't know. I promised him a shout out if I got the helmet and put it on the channel, and either I did a long time ago or I forgot to shout out to him. So Ty&C, I'm sure I'm butchering that, T-I-A-N space capital C. Thank you very much for turning me towards this helmet. So this helmet I got on Amazon. I can't find the link for it anymore. It is an older model. Just go on to Amazon, type in One Storm. You'll find some of their helmets. They're reasonably priced. Thanks a lot, Tyan. I found him on Instagram. He had a couple Instagram video with that helmet on, and I'm like, hey bud, where'd you get that helmet? He told me. Thanks a lot, appreciate it. Okay, second update is from a subscriber, B. You know who you are. It's just capital B, that's his whole name. So he turned me towards Nebula. If you haven't heard him, Google Nebula. So it's a system that you pretty much, you replace your motor mounts with this system. It has a grab handle on it. It's also like a bash guard. You can also stand your board up with it. Really cool design, and actually built here in Colorado. It's out of Denver. Great company. He's the one that suggested me reaching out to him. I did. They said, do you know what, we're gonna send you one. It's a blem. I don't care. I mean, my boards, I'm hard on my stuff, so I don't care if it's a blem. So he's gonna send me a blem for free, and he's also going to give, I say he, I think they're two, I think they're brothers, but I talked to Steve. They're gonna give subscribers and viewers a discount. Just use RAMA, R-A-M-A, and you get 10% off that system. Thank you very much, I appreciate it. Once I get it in, I'll do a full video on it, putting it on, what I think, yada yada yada. All right, so that's the first 2 down. Next update on Clyde wheels. So Clyde wheels, in their infinite wisdom, decided to get rid of discount codes themselves and rely solely on links. I don't know what's going on with internet search provider, but something about their not allowing internet sites to have like tracking cookies, which are crucial for discounts when you're going to use links. So Clyde wheel completely screwed it up with getting rid of the discount codes. I feel try to use the link. I don't think it's gonna work for you. I'm sorry. I fought tooth and nail to keep the discount code for y'all. I fought tooth and nail to for Clyde wheel not to do that, and they still did it. So I don't think that they're gonna be giving out discounts right now until they pull their head out of their keister and figure out something else. So still try it. The link's down in the description, but don't hold your breath. While we're on the topic of discounts, so in one of my last video, I reviewed the BeastBoard. When BeastBoard initially reached out to me, they asked me they could send me a board for free. I review it. I said, okay, but my only stipulation is you have to give my viewers a discount. They said, no problem. Set it all up. I did the video. Somebody told me the discount code didn't work. I reached back out to them. They kind of bamboozled me on that one. So what they're willing to do is give viewers free belts, a free set of belts. But what you have to do, you have to use a link, use the discount code, and also in the description or in the message that you send to them, type in RAMA and they'll include a free set of belts. I'm sorry, that's not the way that I initially set it up. There is a language barrier. Sorry, that's all I can say. Sorry. I tried to get y'all a discount for BeastBoards to make it even cheaper. You get a free set of belts. That's all there is to that. Now, with all that information out of the way, we are 2.8 miles into this ride. And I just realized that when I set this remote up, I did not change, I don't think I changed all the gearing and stuff. So dang it, the mileage on the remote is not going to be correct, but luckily I'm running GPS, so let me check that. So GPS has us at 2.9, remote has us at 3. It's going to be off during this ride. I'm not expecting high numbers of mileage on this ride because I can feel the resistance in the rubber wheels when you kickstart it, or you go to set off and you push it. You can feel the resistance, and even down hills. Normally I'm having to hit the brakes down this hill. I'm just cruising. Yeah, there's a lot of resistance in these wheels. All right, I'm 4.5 miles in according to the GPS. Remote has me at 4.9. That's my fault, but I'm down 1 bar. 1 bar down, 4.5 miles in. So I noticed in all my distance video tests, I never show this part. So this is the part that I alluded to last distance test, that I walked the board. So I have to walk it. It's about 100 yards. I don't pause the GPS, whatever. Subtract 100 yards off of however many miles that it does. While I'm showing you the distance, I'm going to take this time to say, on the BeastBoard video, somebody commented, I don't think they're a subscriber, they just saw the video and they didn't like it. They didn't like my opinion of the board. They have that board and they really like that board, and they were nice and professional, and they numbered everything out that they disagreed with my video. I don't know, I was impressed that they took the time to do that. Some of the information was inaccurate, so I corrected some of that in a comment. But I did tell them, you're probably new here. I solicit this type of response every time I do a video. If you have a difference in opinion, I want to hear that. Also, the viewer want to hear the difference in opinion. So I pinned his comment. I said, you know what? I'm going to pin this comment so everybody else can see somebody else that really loves this board and has had no issue with it and swears by it. So I pinned it, and about 15 minutes later he deleted it. Don't delete your comments if I pin it. That's so everybody can see that there's somebody out there that has a difference in opinion, and I'm sharing that with all the viewers. Don't delete it. So if you're out there, man, I'm sure you'll never watch another one of my videos. You seem pretty upset. But if you're out there, retype that up so I can repin it, man. That's what the channel all about, is everybody's opinion matters, not my opinion. It's your guys' opinion that matter. All right, remote says 6.2. We'll call it 6 right now. Let's get back into this. I'm still only down one bar on the board, full bars on the remote. I just realized that I haven't talked about the Evolve. So I said it in one of my last videos, I sold my Evolve. So I sold it to a guy up in Denver, super cool dude. He wanted to buy it, I sold it to him. I told him that I'm not a fan of the board. He said that that's what he's looking for, so he bought it. Board had roughly 250 miles, give or take. I don't know, because the remote didn't tell me how many total miles that it had. So give or take 250, under 300 miles on it. He gets it on the 5th ride. So he rode it 5 times. On the 5th ride, doing 16 miles an hour, one of the motors starts smoking, seizes up, disconnects from the remote. The board disconnects from the remote. Almost sends him, no, it did send him flying off the board, but he didn't eat it. So he ran off the board, he didn't fall. Now he had to buy a new motor, and he's reaching out to Evolve to try to get some help on why it's not connecting to the remote. So that's the Evolve story. He was super cool about it. He didn't feel like it was my fault. I took care of that board the best that I know how to. Yeah, I never really pushed it real hard, but the Evolve right now is dead. Hopefully he keeps updating me and tells me what's going on with it, so then I can share that with y'all. On that topic, since I sold the Evolve, I was gonna wait until I get this in to spill the beans, but I feel like this is gonna be a long video, so if you're still with me and still watching it, then you're gonna get the little Easter egg. So I used the money from the Evolve. Come on, sir. Have a good one. I used the money from the Evolve and combined it with a bunch more money, and I ended up buying a Cali NYC. Wait time is about 2 months, so hopefully in July-ish, I bought it at the end of April, hopefully in July-ish I'll have a Cali NYC XL 40 to start reviewing on the channel. All right, yeah, remote says 7 miles. All right, according to the GPS, I'm 7.5 miles into this ride. If the wind's coming over the mic, I'm super sorry. It is windy today. I just lost my second bar, but I am going uphill. So yeah, I got 3 bars left, 7.5 miles in. So I'm on my second loop. GPS has me at 10 miles. Remote has me at 10.7. And I still have 3 bars left, or down 2 bars. When I was coming up that long hill before I got to the loops, I did lose the 3rd bar real quick, but then it came back in. I will say, like I said earlier, you can feel a lot more resistance. So normally on Clyde wheels down this hill section, I get to hit the brakes plenty of times to kind of regen some of the power from going all the way up the hill. Not the case on the rubber wheels. I only get to hit the brakes a couple times, and yeah, it keeps me at the speed that I want to go just through resistance. All right, GPS has me at 11.5, and the 3rd bar is fluctuating every time I go uphill. I lose it, downhill I gain it back. Because of the wind and the sprinkler flooding that road, I'm actually not going to do many loops around here. I'm going to head towards the house and finish the ride there. So 2 to 3 bar left at 11.5 miles. Because of the wind, it's flooding the road. I'm not going to ride my board through that. So I will deviate from my normal route a little bit, but it's going to be the same info. And the wind's super strong today, so take that into account also. Okay, I'm 18 miles in. Every time I go uphill, once I let off the throttle at the top of the hill, the remote tells me I'm at 25%, and then I get that bar back when a couple seconds later, or when I hit the brakes a couple times, whatever. So I'm going to go around that circle a couple times. I'm going to say that this is what I expected. So on the version 1, I got 12 to 14 miles on the 115 rubber wheels. And seeing that the version 2 is 50% more range, we proved that with the Clyde wheels, I figured I'm going to get between 18 and 21 miles, and that's what we're getting. So going to keep doing this until we get down to, until the remote yells at me that we're at 10%, and then we're going to call it and head back to the house. All right, we're at 20.4 miles. The remote just yelled at me 10%. It's done it twice now. So that's it. We're headed back to the house. By the time we get back to the house, it'll be 21 miles. Now, I did screw up and didn't reprogram the remote for the wheel and pulleys, but the remote says 21.7. We're going to call it 21 total. All right, now I will say this about the rubber wheels. I absolutely love riding on them, but I hate that it killed my distance. So if you're never going to ride above 20 miles, or you weigh less than me, less hills, less wind, any way you can get more miles out of them, these are awesome wheels. The rough asphalt, they grip, they're super smooth. I really like the wheel, but I get 32 miles on the board on the Clyde wheels. So we'll be swapping back to Clyde wheel after this test. Thanks everyone, thanks for watching. We're gonna wrap it up while I'm on the move, because if I stop, all you're gonna do is hear wind. So thank you very much, thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and we'll catch you on the next video. Speaking about next videos, I'm going to be doing the distance test on the Challenger, and then I'm trying to get my daughter into electric skateboarding, so I'm trying to make a video as we go on that. And then on top of that, a couple of you want to see the version 1 belt drive versus the version 1 direct drive acceleration and braking, so I'm going to work on that video also. So stay tuned to the channel. Thanks a lot. Peace.